My name is John Ross with Finance on a Budget. Every week that you're paid, you should be putting a few dollars into your emergency savings fund. Ideally, you should have $1,000 put aside just in case. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what an emergency money fund is, how to save money for emergencies, and when to actually use it. So give this video a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. What is a financial emergency? What's ironic about emergencies is that we never really give them a second thought until they're smacking you right in the face. When you're busy making ends meet and you're not saving a little bit at a time, then a flat tire can easily derail any progress you may have been making with your budget when you need to buy a brand new tire at $150. Financial emergencies are unexpected expenses that can really drag you down if you're caught unprepared. These can include anything from job loss to natural disasters that are especially serious if you don't have the correct insurance. You might even have to face the sudden costs of divorce. Death, sickness, a frozen bank account, or even unexpected travel are all the things that can be panic-inducing financial emergencies. Not having prepared for them ahead of time can really drag you down fast. Without a financial cushion, any emergency that makes you take money from your bills will have you starting to get bounce fees. Bounce fees further drain your funds and will lead to late fees. All of these can actually lead to repossessions, foreclosures, and bankruptcy. Remember, one financial problem just leads into the next. You need to stop it before it even starts. And this can only happen if you start saving something, anything. How much to save for that emergency fund? It is often said that you need a $1,000 emergency fund, and it is true. However, that's a really big number when you live paycheck to paycheck. So you need to start smaller and more realistically. The next time you get paid, put aside $10 or $20 with a $200 goal. Obviously, it'll take you 3 to 5 months to reach at this rate, but that's okay. Just start with an amount that you really won't miss. You're doing two things here. You're building a savings habit and you're waiting for a windfall of money. But more on that in a moment. Here are a few tips to help you save enough for an emergency fund. It's important to manage your debt by only buying essentials and sticking to your budget whenever you do spend money. Maintain a good credit score just in case you need to borrow, at a reasonable rate, of course. Start a side hustle if you need to. I have another video on that, link in the description below. Food is the biggest expense that you can control. Limit eating out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It costs twice as much to eat out as it does food from the grocery store. I have another video that gets into many more ideas about how you can save money. I'll include a link to that in the description below as well. Beyond all of these things, what you are really doing is waiting until you get a windfall of money. In many cases, that could be holiday bonuses, tax refund, or a fifth week in the month. This is where you can start making some real improvements to your emergency fund. And guess what? I have another video that will teach you about the windfall money. Link will be in the, you know where. Split your windfall between past bill debts, high-interest credit cards, and your emergency fund. If you do it in order, hopefully you'll make it through 2 of the 3. But your end goal is to get caught up on your monthly bills and stay there until the next round of extra money comes in. If you can't keep current on your bills, then you need a higher-paying job, a side hustle, or to cut out extra spending. There really isn't too much in between. At some point, I'll get around to creating a video about reviewing my old self. But our issue for the past 10 years has been bowling on Saturday nights. Bowling was $25 each, drinking was $10 each, and dinner afterwards was another $30. This means we were spending $400 to $450 a month and not paying our mortgage. On the surface, we should have stopped all that. But at the time, we were like, whatever, it's still not enough. With the mortgage bill jacked up really high for non-payment and regular creditors up our ass, it was easy to just give up and die. Until I go back and reconstruct the situation, I would say that no, at the time, we could not have saved for our house. We did not have enough income to do what we needed to at the time. How to deal with a financial emergency. After all the preparation, what do you do when you get hit with a financial emergency? First, evaluate the situation. Things that could qualify for smaller emergencies would be unexpected veterinary visits, car repairs, insurance deductible, or anything else that you didn't plan for but have to pay right now. But if you pay for it, then it would need to come from your bills or other savings. Something that would really derail your budgeting strategy. The type of thing that you would normally throw onto a credit card and try to forget it ever happened. For example, if you had a car accident and you have a $1,000 deductible, if you don't pay that, nothing else is going to get done to resolve the problem. For major situations like death, pandemic, natural disaster, job loss, or anything else that will instantly change your life, this is when having a 3 to 6 months worth of emergency savings can really save the day. Take a moment to prioritize your expenses, bills, and necessities, like food and shelter. If you're eligible for some kind of government assistance, that's great. If not, try to negotiate with lenders. They actually do want you to make your payments, so they'll definitely have some way to make things easier for you to do so. For us during the pandemic, I didn't notice it much at first. I simply adjusted my expectations on what I could spend and save. I applied for the PPP and the EIDL money because it was freely offered. After a few months, my freelance income was less than half, and eventually my wife lost her job completely. We had unemployment money coming in, and things were great until August 31st when it stopped. So now I'm taking any work that comes my way. I'm making these YouTube videos, and my wife is going to get a certification so she has more opportunities for her job search. In general, do whatever it takes to make things easier, cut your spending, ask for a raise, and look into freebies. I have an upcoming video on things that are free and we actually keep paying for. It's crazy the kind of marketing hold these companies have on us. The important thing is to stay positive and save for a rainy day, or even save for a rainy night. Because once you take into account the idea that all hope is lost, then you've already doomed yourself from the start. And that's what we did about our house. If you can plan a little bit for the future, then you will find that it isn't all that bad. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell notification. Thanks for watching.